So I'm going to read this book for my little girls. It's one of my favorites, Little Fur Family. And here's the fuzzy little part in the middle. We love doing that. So if I open it up, there's the whole fuzzy book right there. And let's see what it says. It's so soft. Little Fur Family by Margaret Weiss Brown and pictures by Garth Williams. So there's their house. There was a little fur family that was warm as toast and smaller than most in a little fur house, and they lived in a warm wooden tree. Actually, little fur coats. The little fur father said "Good morning" one day and put on his hat and went away out into his little fur world. There he is, getting ready to go to work, just like Daddy. The little fur mother gave her little fur child a bath. "No, don't wash my ears." And off he went to play in the wild woods where they lived. What does he have? He has his red ball. It was a wild, wild wood, and wild flowers grew all over the ground. And wild winds blew through the air. Wild nuts fell from the wild nut trees, and wild grass tickled the fur child's nose, tickled his nose, and made him sneeze, "Kerchoo!" Kerchoo! That sneeze woke up his grandpa, who lived in a hollow stump, and Grandpa came walking thump, 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 and walked out of his hollow stump and said, "Bless you, my little fur grandson, every time you sneeze." Kerchoo! Then Grandpa sneezed. "Bless you," said the little fur child. "Thank you," said his grandpa. Then old Grandpa went thump, 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 and walked back into his hollow stump. And the fur child went on through the dark and sunny woods till he came to a little river full of fish. Oh, look at all the fish. The fish didn't have any fur, and they didn't have any feet, and they swam around under the river. The little fur child watched them for a long time. Then he reached in the river and pulled out a fish, and he looked at it. And then, kerplunk! He threw it back in the river. He reached in the air and he caught a flying bug, and he held it in his hand and looked at it. There's the bug. The bug didn't have any fur. It was shiny and had little wings, and then zip, he threw it back in the air. Then he caught a little tiny, tiny fur animal, the littlest fur animal in the world. It had warm, silky fur and even a little fur nose. So he kissed it right on his little fur nose, and he put it gently back in the grass. And the little tiny, tiny fur animal ran down the hole in the ground. Oh, the sun went down beyond the river. The sky grew wild and red. And the little fur child turned around and ran for home. "Oh no, it's getting dark. Where's my house?" And just as the darkness got very dark, he bumped into his big fur mother, and she took her little fur child home in her arms and gave him his supper. "I'm hungry, Mama." "Here you are, little fur child." And there was his father, there was his dada, who put him to bed, and they tucked him in bed all soft and warm. Look, Dada's taking him upstairs to his bedroom, and he's riding piggyback on Dada's back. He's gonna go night-night now. And they held his paw, aww, and they sang him a song. Sleep, sleep, our little fur child, out of the windiness, out of the wild. Sleep warm in your fur all night long. In your little fur family, this is a song. Night-night, little fur child. Kisses, kisses. And then the next day, he's gonna play again. The end. Night-night.